Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nena. Today is sourcing day. I wasn't able to go on yesterday because I was getting ready for the Knickknacks paperweight extravaganza. I was on early in the afternoon and it was so amazing. I sold over 31 paperweights in 30 minutes. So it was about a little bit less than a paperweight a minute. If you all are interested in knowing more about that, please head over to knickknacks.net where I sell on that platform as well as a couple others. Anyway, so I'm here at a new Valley Village. I've never been here before. I'm really excited. I had to go pick up some lots at an auction house not nearby. It was like 45 minutes away. So I'm like, oh, let me see what thrift stores are in the neighborhood. In this neighborhood, not my neighborhood. But anyway, so I'm here in Maryland. I don't even know what city I'm in. But yes, we're gonna head into the Value Village and see what we can find, what treasures we can bring home with us. And yeah, I'll see you inside. I picked up some artwork. Look at this one. It says, I am trying. How cute is that? And then we got, look at this little cruel with the kitten and the mouse. It's in such good condition. And then we got a cross stitch, that's I said that weird, cross stitch goose. And then look at this hand painting. I mean, it's I think meant to replicate from Monet, but it is signed. It is actually hand painted. And so I picked up these. I also got some jewelry, but they're holding it for me at the front. So maybe after I leave, I can show you all what the pieces I got. Mainly necklaces, like vintage necklaces. And I'm excited. All right, for folks who don't know, I'm doing my vintage, and this definitely counts as a vase. It is a raku by Pottery. So this is gonna count. I'm excited. Number 2 on my vintage adventure. I found a quiet space, so I found this Italian hand-painted little like appetizer tray. It's in fantastic condition. This one, you can't see it, but it has a little snowman on it. This is by Great Bay Pottery, made in New Hampshire. I'm gonna get that mug. Y'all, I'm always looking for like staging pieces. These are hangers for plates. So I am very excited about finding that one. And then look at this adorable little like hobbyist piece. The glaze is really pretty, little trinket dish basket. I absolutely think that's adorable. Okay, I am not getting this because no thank you, but I'm sorry. This is talk about creepy. I don't even know how physically possible that's supposed to be. Like, I thought it was his butt, but I think that's supposed to be his stomach, and he's on his back, like hands and feet. Scary. Anyway, so this is a no, but I just wanted to show off that. It's going for $5.99. It was made in 1977 by like Sal's Statuary Corporation. No thank you, Sal, not today. And then I did find these little kitty cats, but I think I'm going to say no because there's a little chippy on the nose. So that's a pass. I just noticed it as I was holding it. And then I did find this little Red Bear Pottery candle holder. Maybe she could be an air plant holder. She just need to clean up her hair a little bit, but yes to her. And then for my kids, I found some jump rope. I always say, whatever you are looking for, you can find at the thrift store. And I'm excited about that. All right, I am now at a new thrift store. It's called 2A Thrift Superstore. It's in Bladensburg. I think that's the town I'm in Maryland. Again, I am not from this area, so I'm also a little unclear of where I'm at, but I think it said Bladensburg. So this is a new thrift store. I don't know what I'm expecting to see there, but hopefully we find some good things to bring home with us. All right, I'll see you inside. All right, so this is it, 2A or maybe 2nd Avenue, but I think it's just 2A Thrift Superstore. I love a superstore. I found baggy heaven. Look at this. Look at all of these baggies. This is gonna take me forever. And look, I already found a cloisonne bell. First baggie I looked at. I also found, look at this amazing Italian donkey barrel. It does have a little chippy on the rim, but that is so minor. And then we have, you know, I'm not gonna get this one, but I wanted to show you all. I love this one, the textured. It's made in Italy. It has the lemons on it. For folks who don't know, I'm a huge lemon like decor, and I just love eating lemons like with my dishes and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's so pretty. And then we have this beautiful art pottery. It is signed little vase. And then I know we're past it. We're definitely past it, but look at this paperweight. The only problem with it, I want to take it off this base, but I can't, and that's chipped on the side. So I'm gonna debate this one. I don't know, $8.99. I probably won't, but it's a really cool paperweight. But yes, y'all, I'm gonna be here for a minute looking through all these baggies. So I got a book for myself, Immortals, one of my favorite authors. Look at this beautiful colander for $3.49, art pottery colander. I'm gonna take that. I got this large fuse glass. I don't see any signature on it. I don't think it's Sid Stricker, but it may be Peggy Carr, so maybe we'll see. What else did I get? This signed art pottery angel figurine. I got this wooden hand carved mushroom. How adorable is that? So I don't like picking up location pieces, but I love picking up Peruvian pottery. Even though it says Peru right there, I'm okay with it. It's in beautiful condition. And then I got some more cards for me because I like to put cards in my packages. And yeah, I also got this little mini pitcher, speckled glazed pottery pitcher, which is adorable. So pretty good little score here. I'm gonna go ahead and pay, and then I found out it's actually 2nd Avenue thrift store. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay for all these. Not sure about that paperweight right there, but yeah, and then we're gonna head out to the next place. All right, that was a good little thrift store. I got a few things. That was great. I loved that Italian donkey with the cart on the back. The cart was like a barrel kind of shape to it. I got some jewelry pieces. I don't think I got any artwork at this one. I got that huge fused glass plate. I got some shoes for my little boy. I got some Keen sandals, which he desperately needs, so that's always great. Yeah, I might do a haul at the end. That's what I'm anticipating, only because the video will be too short if I don't. But all right, let's try to head off to another thrift store, but just looking at the time, I might have to cut it short because I have to pick up my kids. All right, so we'll see. Okay, we're going to a new shop. I'm actually kind of excited. It's a nonprofit. It's called Community Forklift Shop Donate, Conserve, and Construct, and it's a whole bunch of different furniture and decor. It looks like right there, Community Forklift in Hyattsville, Maryland. Wow, it's like all sorts of decor, furniture, Santa, wood, appliances, lumber. Oh my goodness, if I'm gonna look at that chandelier right there. If I'm gonna do any kind of renovations, I am coming here. So this is like the home decor area, but I will say I just went through it and not very much that I'm really interested in. This place is, oh wait, let's just see if this is a glassy baby. How hilarious would that be if that were one? Yeah, this area is more about they have doors and windows and huge mirrors. This place is fantastic because I will say there's a project I need to get done at my house, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is where I'm going to get the material for. Look at this art. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, this is a great place for renovating. Oh my gosh, it is a glassy baby. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I got a glassy baby. I'm going to pick this one up for $8. I think I forgot what the word is where if you talk about it, it comes up. Oh my goodness. Look you can see it. I've never picked up a glassy baby before. $8. This is mine. I actually was walking over here for this vase right here. This vase is awesome. I think I'm gonna get this one too. But a glass baby, y'all. My very first. Ah, I love this store. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. I can't believe I found my first glassy baby. Incredible. And a part of my vintage scavenger hunt adventure. I will never remember that name. But yes, that's that checks off a huge one. I've never found a glassy baby. It's like when you think of it, it will come. All right, let's see where we can go next. All right, this is my last stop of the day. It's known as Suffragette City Vintage Shop. I've never been here before. It's in Hyattsville. And then, yeah, after that, I will have to leave to get my kids So I'm excited. I love the outside. It's super colorful. I'll record as I'm walking in. As you can see, there's the store right there. But yeah, let's go in and see what we can find. How adorable is this, like, just little neighborhood. I love it. Okay, I got a Kokeshi bookend, a bobblehead Kokeshi bookend. Unfortunately, I only had one, but that's okay. But then I also got for myself, dun, da, 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 this beautiful labradorite ring. Now, I have actually small fingers, so I needed a size 5, and that fits. So I'm very excited about this. But yes, okay, so now I have to go and pick up my kids. So that will be the last stop for today. Hopefully I get this video out in the next week or so. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe, and all my information of where you can find a lot of the pieces that I will be probably showing in a haul later. And whew, it's hot. I can't turn the air conditioner on because it gets too loud. But thank you all so much. Mwah! See you in my next one. Bye. Surprise! We're gonna continue by doing a haul. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I know several of the places I wasn't showing me pulling the item off of the shell. I was like kind of just doing them all in like a little mini haul in the store. But it's because a lot of times there were so many people around that I kind of felt a little overcrowded. And then also at the Suffragette City Vintage, there was no one else in the store, so I felt a little uncomfortable like scanning. I don't think she would have been upset, but I didn't ask her if I could record, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna see if I find anything, and then, you know, I'll do it in the car. But anyway, so I'm going to show off the items that I picked up. First of all, the item that I absolutely love and cannot believe that I finally found was this one, the glassy baby. You know, I know it was kind of funny too, or I guess ironic, a little bit of both, when I had literally said, you know, wouldn't that be for the regular votive hood? I'm like, wouldn't that be fun if this was a glassy baby? And then literally less than 5 minutes later, I found this one. So this one's brand new. It is the Soul Triskelion. I don't even remember how to pronounce it. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's brand new. It still has its original sticker on it, and it's just such a beautiful, like, lovely yellow opalescent iridescent color to it, and it has a little marking on it, and it's just lovely. And I just cannot believe I have been on the hunt for these as soon as I found out what they were. So basically for the last 4 years, I have been looking for a glassy baby. I honestly thought it was like narrower. You know, I knew it was a votive holder, but I didn't know it was gonna be as wide. You can even use this as a goblet, a very fancy goblet. But I'm very excited because this ticks off a box for my Vintage scavenger adventure. And I know some of you are probably like, what was she talking about? So during one of my Knickknacks live shows, I was just like talking to some of my audience members saying like, oh, you know, I have some ideas for my YouTube channel. And one of them is like doing a scavenger hunt kind of thing. And then we all just got to talking, and they're like, you should do a Vintage scavenger hunt. And they're like, we'll give you a bunch of items that we think you should be looking at. Now, the criteria is I cannot find any of these things like on eBay or you know, at an antique store. I have to find these things at a thrift store or, you know, a flea market or a yard sale. So those are the parameters. So the list is pretty long, and I will do another video basically talking about the Vintage items and all that stuff. But this is one of them, so check, it's off my list. Next, I want to show you an item that you all didn't see at all. It was at the bottom of my cart. I got this at the 2nd Avenue Thrift Superstore. So this one is a very opulent easel holder. I love picking up these metal gold tone easel holders. Ormolu. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Anyway, oh, I still have the price tag on it. It was for $1.99. But yeah, it's great. It's beautiful. I have a couple of these small ones. I have some friends who are fantastic artists. One of them is Melzizi4. She is a fantastic live auction reseller and super artistic. I will definitely be sure to put her information down at the bottom. But so yeah, anyway, this one's a much bigger one, and I think it's fantastic. It you know, it's pretty sturdy. There's no call outs for it, but I love picking up these very opulent pieces. Okay, another item I picked up that you all didn't get to see was this beautiful like light amethyst bird paperweight with the bolicante, which is the controlled bubbles in the belly. I don't know if y'all can see that. I know the ring light's probably going to create kind of like a glare on it, but it's in really good condition. There are no markings on it. It's a very clear bottom, no chips or cracks, which is wonderful. I'm always looking for that, especially around the beaks and the tail feathers, but it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful little paperweight. Now, I know the paperweight extravaganza train has already passed, but I'm always going to be picking up paperweights because they're fantastic and they're really beautiful. And I highly recommend, if you all have never seen how a paperweight is made, go on YouTube and after my video, of course, and look up how paperweights are made. It's really just mesmerizing how they do that. I always want to be, I think I'm an artistic person and I'm always wanting to learn. I think paperweights are a little bit out of my realm, but I definitely would love to learn how to make pottery, especially raku. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe in the future. So up next is this beautiful hand-painted lacquer box. It's in really good condition. Unclear who made it. There's no markings on it. Like generally when I pick up lacquer boxes, they're either made in like Russia or maybe India. I think this one might be made in Russia, but why I really love it is because it has little daisies on it, little all hand-painted daisies all around the rim, and it's in really good condition. The lacquers is just phenomenal. There's no like, usually you'll get some wear, especially on the inside, but this one's great, and the daisies are just so precious. They're so tiny and precious. But yeah, so this is another piece that I picked up. So I don't think I showed you guys that one. This is another piece I picked up at that community forklift, which again, I cannot wait. And they also gave me the, when I was checking out, the cashier was telling me all about the wonderful events that they have. Like they have a scavenger hunt in their facility as well, but I think that event already passed, but I'm sure they do it more than once a year. And then they also have on the last Friday of the month, like you can shop, and they also have vendors and music, and it's food vendors, and it's like so much fun. So I'm like, wow, this is like a wonderful community. I love it. And the fact that I want to do some renovations in my house, I definitely will be going back because the prices are very affordable. And I need some wood to, you know, to do some projects that I'm looking at. But anyway, I found this beautiful art pottery pitcher. It's a lovely tan with like brown speckle on it. There is a marking on it, SCG, made in 2023. It's not vintage, but I cannot not pick up art pottery, especially when it's beautiful. And honestly, if you had like a like wonderful zinnias coming out of there, or just like another like brightly colored flower, it would look really stunning because we have this neutral little pitcher. And then I absolutely love, they has the like crazing on the inside, and it's light blue. It's just gorgeous. And this one was $4. So I know that when I was at 2nd Avenue Thrift Superstore, I'm gonna say the whole name every single time, I showed you all this. I obviously did get it. I love all the colors in the cityscape, or like I guess the village scape. I love the little boats. There's a little island right there. Obviously what caught my attention first and foremost was the colors, but like the lemons. I love lemon decor. I'm actually, me personally, and this is part of my Skavintage list, because several of my, you know, buyers and the buyers on knickknacks know that I am looking for a lemon pitcher. An Italian or maybe Portuguese lemon pitcher. I found all the other fruits. I found strawberries, oranges, grapes, peaches. I think I picked up a plum one. So I'm like, but I have yet to find a lemon one. So anyway, I like this one. I think it's beautiful, even though it does say, let's see, Capri up here. It's so small. I think that someone would really love this. And if not, I might just put this up on my wall because I just love all the colors to it. It makes me very happy, especially that lemon tree. So I did end up getting it. And it is marked made in Italy on the back right here. So I'm very excited about this one too. And it so goes against me picking up, well, it's not something that I'm so like staunch about, because I'll show you, I did pick up this other piece. Because I did pick up this other piece right here. I picked up the Peruvian mug, but I generally, for the most part, do not like picking up location pieces. I find that they take a little bit longer to sell, because obviously you have to find that one person that really, really wants that, for whatever reason, maybe culturally, maybe just because they're that's, you know, their heritage. So I don't know, but This one's a Peruvian one. It does say Peru, but I don't mind this as much because it's so small. It's not like boom, Peru right on the top. And honestly, I pick up a lot of artwork and vases with the beautiful paint job that's happening here, or the beautiful scene with the women and the braids and the pots. And this one's just lovely. And it's a good size mug. It definitely has been used. There's some minor crazing in there. And it's a 3-handle. I always like to get 4-handle mugs, me personally, but you can put 3 fingers in there very nicely. And so this is another beautiful piece that I was able to pick up that is a location piece, but I'm okay with that. I did pick up some jewelry pieces because I do sell vintage and costume jewelry. So first off, like these are like little stretchy blue rounded beaded bracelets, but what I really wanted was this red lucite bangle because yeah, these I sell a lot of bangles, and this one, it was in really good condition. There's only one little minor scuff right there, but it's like so small and so light that it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so I have that one. I also found, and there's 2 necklaces that came in this bundle. The one that really caught my attention was this one. It's a little braided or like twisted like faux pearl and black beaded Monet necklace. So this one is vintage. And then it came, little bonus, this little adorable like pink peachy type of, you know, beaded necklace. So I got 2 for 1, so I'm excited about that. And then, oh my goodness, y'all, I found a couple of these glass pendants. These I can never keep in my store. Whenever I bring them out, they usually sell pretty quickly. I really love, I mean, I like them both, but I really love this one. I know it's probably going to be hard to see, and I didn't take it out of the baggie yet, but it's lovely. It has, it's very like a beautiful art glass. It has like a little bit of dichroic in there and just multicolor swirls. And this one has some aventurine in there as well. So got these. And then what was the other piece that I picked up? And then, oh, this one. And this one I cannot remember. Is this another Monet? This one is another Monet. This one is a glass piece. And you know what I do, especially when there's lots of like necklaces, I like to like kind of squeeze them all. Like, you know, like I'll run my hands through, and if anything's cold, I will definitely look closer. And this one was very cool. It's not stone. They are glass, but it is a vintage Monet long beaded black necklace. So I was excited because I love picking up jewelry. I usually also buy them in lots, but I also will buy them individually, especially when they're for a good deal. Up next, I picked up this fantastic, it's signed. I haven't done any research on these pieces yet, but it is an art pottery angel. I think figurine. I think she's stunning. I love all the detail on it, all the etching on it. The signature is right here on the back, but I cannot make it out right now. I'm sure I'll be able to figure out who made this, but I love art pottery. If you're new to my channel, you'll soon learn that there are several things that I'm always like on the hunt for, and beautiful art pottery is one of them. Also like picking up like folk art, colorful pieces. Yeah. So anyway, this one's fantastic, and it's in really, really good condition. And there's also a marking right there, so maybe I'll be able to look a little bit into that marking and see. There's no date on it, so I don't know how old it is. Just from looking at it, it doesn't look old, like as far as vintage, but it's in really good condition. And I had to take it out of the thrift store because, especially something being that good, pottery wise, and like it's part of the angel, like the angel wings. So especially something like this, being at the thrift store, like with pieces like this are so easily breakable, I'm like, I gotta take this out of the thrift store before it goes from in pristine condition to a chipped wing. So definitely is one of the things I'm gonna get. I mean, and this is great too because you can use it all year round, but it's also fantastic for Christmas and the holidays. And then I've mentioned this train in previous videos, but I'm one of the conductresses of a train called the Itty Bitty Train. So my very good friend, My Petite Vintage Co, and I, another reseller and a YouTuber, I'll put her information down below. We do the Itty Bitty Train like once every to 5 months. And it's anything that's under, well, we usually do 5 inches, but now we're going to do anything under 4 inches. And this is one of them. So this looks like an M.A. Hadley, but it's not. I mean, I'm just saying the colors. It reminds me of M.A. Hadley. But this is a little itty bitty pottery floral little bud vase, or what they call weed pot. There's no markings on it, but I would say it's about 2.5 to 3 inches. I say that because my hand is 5.5 inches in length. But yes, isn't that great? Love it. Always gonna pick up the itty bitties. Next up was this little cutie pie, another art pottery piece. It was right next to the glassy baby. So I had seen the little lamb because I love picking up animal figurines. And then I looked at the lamb, and then I looked right next to him like, is that a glassy baby? Anyway, so thank you, little lamb, for bringing the glassy baby to my attention. But yeah, it's a wonderful art pottery piece. There are no markings on it anywhere that I could see, but I love how it's textured. I love the texture look to it because it really just gives that realistic feel of the wool. But yeah, it's adorable, and it has, you know, it has no face on it, but I like that too. It kind of reminds me of an artist. I always mispronounce the name. She's a Scandinavian artist, Elsi Bourelius or Bourelius. She's fantastic. She does a lot of figurines of ladies, and they are like little bud vases, and they're also smooth face like this. So there's no eyes, no mouth, no nose, nothing like that, but they're just absolutely gorgeous pieces of art pottery. I will put her name down below because I totally butchered it, so I'm so sorry. Up next are the salt and pepper shakers. I love Franciscan, although they don't have a lot of resale value because there's just so many of them. I don't really find the salt and pepper shakers. I'll find the teacups and saucers and, you know, the plates and things like that way more than I'll find the salt and pepper shakers. So these have about like $15 to $16 resale value. I got them, I think, for like 99 cents. They both have their stoppers. You can see the holes, which I never can remember which one is which. Which one is the salt? Like, does salt have 2 holes and pepper has 1? I have no idea. But anyway, and I have been told over and over again, oh, it's this one or it's that one, and I can never remember. But anyway, these are Franciscan Desert Rose salt and pepper shakers with the stoppers. I wish I could remember, but there's just some things that just don't stick in your head for whatever reason. Up next is this fantastic little chunkster. What a little chunkster. I got this one at the Suffragette City Vintage. And in fact, there was no price on it. So when I asked the store owner for the price, she was like, oh, actually it was just a vessel I was using because there was a handmade, very cute little doll inside. I took the doll out because I do pick up like folk art dolls, but I have several of them right now. I don't need another one. And so I took it out. I'm like, what's the price for this? She's like, oh, it was actually the vessel to hold the doll, but I'll give it to you for like a reasonable price. And she did. I think it was $8. But it's wonderful. It's redware pottery, and it's, you know, I love the glaze on it, and I love the texture in the wings. And same thing especially when I'm looking at birds, I always look at the beak, because that's the first thing that will always chip that I found. So it's in really great condition. You put a little planter in there, and I think that's absolutely adorable to have, you know, on your desk. Up next is this gigantic mushroom, wooden hand-carved mushroom. It's just fantastic. The cashier at the 2nd Avenue thrift store was like, oh, I'm so sorry that there was not 2. And I'm like, I'm fine with 1. It's not like bookends, you know, or like candlestick holders. I don't think you need 2, but I mean, it would be nice if there was some like graduated like mushrooms, like smaller ones, but I'm happy with this too. I think it's in like really good condition. I'm not sure if that split is meant to happen or if that's a natural. I feel like it is. I feel like this is not the natural part of the wood. And if it is, I think the artist who made this did a really good job on keeping that split there. But yeah, so we got this beautiful wood. This one was $2.99. There are no markings on the bottom, well, that I can see. I have not taken off the price tag yet, so maybe there's a marking underneath, but lovely hand-carved mushroom, right? I always pick up mushrooms. Okay, so also, do you remember at the 2nd Avenue thrift where there was like a whole wall of baggies? I didn't find anything else except for the very first bag I picked up that had the cloisonne bell in it. I will say this though, if you're in Bladensburg, Maryland, and you're a crafter, they had all kinds of crafting materials. You know, they had ribbons, and they had like pebbles, and they had candles, and they had just all kinds of things. If you're a crafter, that's the store to go to if you're in the area, because that's what the majority of the items were crafting pieces, which was, yeah, it was unfortunate for me, but you know, it is what it is. Because usually I love the baggy sections at my Unique and Value Village in Maryland, and I can't remember which town it's in, that I usually go to, and I've done several of my videos there every Monday. But yeah. Okay, so I have a couple more pieces, and I will say this, like, you can't control what you find at the thrift store, but I do try to keep my eye open for various textures, glass, wood, you know, ceramics, what have you. But I feel like this haul that I found with those 4 stores, I was able to pick up a variety of different textures and different items. One of them is this. You're probably going to get my area in the background, but it's a little mirror, and it has a turtle. It's from Kathmandu. I've never actually picked up anything from Kathmandu before, so I'm always excited to pick up pieces from different areas. It was meant to be a wall hanger. I can tell that the hook is gone, but that's okay. And I actually kept the original sticker from, and it says Kathmandu, and whatever their currency is, it's $1.99, like $199, whatever that moves into US currency. But it is a little mirror. It could be a hand mirror now, or you could just prop it up against like a bookcase or your dresser. Okay, up next. So this is that fantastic vase that I found. It is marked. I did pay up a little bit on it for $15, but it's just really great. It looks like birch trees. And this one was right next to that Glassy Baby at the Community Forklift store. And I love how smooth. It's like buttery smooth glaze to it. And again, the birch trees are just fantastic. So I'm really excited to look more into this one. I have a good feeling about this one, even though I don't know who made it. Okay. Then we have this one. I know the paperweight train is done, but I'm not going to stop picking up these pieces. This is a candle holder paperweight, or even actually it's a like an oil lamp. But look at these colors. Isn't this gorgeous? I absolutely love the way it looks, because it has the clear, almost like a bubble, but it's not, on the inside where you could put the oil in. And it's a beautiful blue, cobalt blue and emerald green speckled glass. There's the hole in the bottom to kind of level it out, but it's in beautiful condition. I got this one for $4, so I'm like, heck yeah, I'm not going to pass up a piece of like this. And it's a beautiful piece of glass. Maybe I probably won't hold it, because the next paperweight train probably won't be for another 6 months. But this is another little beautiful glass piece that I was able to find. All right, last but certainly not least is this. One of the things I collect are kokeshis. And this is a single kokeshi bookend made in Japan. It's hand painted. I do know that the other one is supposed to be a woman. So we have the man right here, or the little boy, and then it's supposed to be a woman or a little girl. But he's a nodder. So people know them as bobbleheads, but they're called nodder dolls. And so this is fantastic. There is a little bit of wear to the paint on his body, but so minimal. And I mean, this is just such a great piece. And honestly, with bookends like this, you don't need to have both of them. They would look great just to have the one, because it looks like, you know, some like a figurine. But yeah, so this is such a great piece. I did ask the woman, because I got this from the Suffragette City vintage shop. I did ask her, I'm like, do you happen to have the other one kind of like around? Because it's also a bookstore. So she has a bookstore and a vintage shop together, which I love. But she's like, no, I only have the little boy. So I was happy with it too. And I got this one, I think for $10 or $12. I can't remember. But I'm excited about this. All right, so that's it for my haul. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I will say, like, this is a new journey for me. I have never done video editing or content creating or anything like that, but I love vintage and antique decor, and I figured, hey, why not start a YouTube channel to express all of that. So yeah, please like and subscribe so you'll be notified of my upcoming videos. I have been a reseller for 4 years. I've been a live auction reseller for 3. I sell on District, specifically on knickknacks.net. I sell on Whatnot. I sell on eBay, and I'm looking into selling on Instagram and even on Facebook Marketplace. And that's actually what's behind me. So this is my table. Like, this video won't drop before then, but on Fridays and Sunday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, I always have my live scan show. So basically what I'm doing is I curate my table. Everything is new. Sorry, not everything, but there are always new pieces on my table every single week. And I, with my phone, will show everybody the pieces, and we go from there. So it's a lot of fun. We always chit chat. We talk about all kinds of things. It's just a lot of fun to hang out. It's always nice also too. I know that there are people who like just have it on in the background so they can have something as they're like, you know, going about their day, like cleaning or, you know, having a special project to do or something like that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I do try to put out a video every single week. And I hope to see you all in the next one. All right, take care.